Hi everyone! I hope everyone is doing all right today. Today I am going to be doing a live with some of the 2020 contestants. I am just going to try to pin this comment. You know it never works for me if you've been watching my lives every Friday. So we are going to try to pin it without flipping the camera around. Boom, we did it. Okay, we're good. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I have some twists in, got a little hairstyle going. But today we are going to be talking with some of the Miss Teen USA 2020 contestants on about food, all things food, which should be a ton of fun. We are going to start out with Olivia Lulich. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. I'm sorry if I am not. She is from Wisconsin. I believe I'm reading that right because you know how it's like W-I. I always get confused, like CT's Connecticut. I hope everybody understands what I mean by that. But yeah, I'm super excited to chat with them. They are going to be joining soon. Once I see her pop up, I'll add her right in. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope everybody's continued to social distance and everything, and everyone's continuing to be safe inside. I know I've been enjoying it. We actually installed the ACs in my apartment because it's getting a little warm inside. But hi everyone, I see everybody saying hey. But yeah, I'm just super excited to chat with these girls. We're going to be talking about the FAA. We're going to be talking about, one of them has like a fear of food. I'm like a fear of food touching, which like I guess I had when I was younger. But we're gonna see. We're gonna chat with her about that. And then our last one is about local food sourcing. So all areas of food being covered. Before they join, I'd like to mention that my favorite food is oven pizza. This is for Chesley and Zozie. When they see this video later, they sent me a pizza the other week because I said I like oven pizza better than regular pizza. And yeah, just letting them know that I'm still on my my frozen pizza binge and my hot wing binge. I just like spicy foods. Also on my pizza, I put hot sauce. Just thought it was a point to add in there before we get chatting into more food. Yes, oven pizza is tasty. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. So we have Olivia joining us so I can get off my... Oh, I love pizza so much. It's so good. Hi. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm doing well. So
you got my name right, so that was good.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Do people usually not get it right?
Some people like it's Lulich, so some people go like Lulick. It's like
okay.
It's pretty close, but you got it. You're good.
Yeah. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm usually horrible with names. So how did you become so passionate about agriculture?
Yeah, so my whole family, actually, like great-grandparents were all involved in agriculture. And even my uncle right now currently farms. My other two uncles run a grain farm. So now my brother and I have beef cattle and sheep and just kind of carrying on the legacy.
Oh, that's cool. Do you like, so you guys have like your own farm?
Kinda, yeah. We have like 16 head of beef cattle and 3 sheep. So it's kind of smaller, but it's still a farm, yeah.
Cool. I mean, I don't have any animals, so that seems like a farm to me. So can you talk a little bit about the what is it?
FFA,
the FFA
yeah.
and its importance?
Yes. So FFA is a intercurricular organization through school. So that's open to 7th graders till you're 21 years old. And it really has a leadership emphasis with just some touch of agriculture in it. You know, it used to stand for Future Farmers of America, but we wanted to be more inclusive. So they got rid of that in like 1988. So I serving as my chapter president this last year, which has been super fun, being able to travel the state and do different competitions and conventions and conferences.
Oh, cool. So what do you do as like the president of it?
Oh, yeah. I have kind of a few different roles, but mainly like membership, trying to gain membership, get people to go to things, like anyone else. You're kind of scared to try new things and be more of the encouragement.
Yeah, so so you said you go to competitions, did I? So
Yeah.
what are these competitions that you do?
We have a few different ones. So my favorite ones are like the speaking contests. So like this past year I did like employment skills where it's like a job interview setting and then you fill out a whole resume. And then prepared public speaking, which is memorizing like a 6 to 8 minute speech about an agriculture topic. So that's all what we call leadership development events. But then we also have career development events. So being that I'm involved in livestock, we have livestock judging. So you look at 4 animals and place them 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Yeah.
there's all different sorts of things that try to fit all members' interests.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm going to read this question off my computer because I don't want to get the naming or the wording wrong. So what kind of work will you be doing as an agricultural education and agriculture communications major?
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'll be at Iowa State in the fall studying ag ed and agriculture communications. So I'm really hoping to be an agriculture teacher someday. So like a middle school, high school teacher that teaches all different aspects of agriculture from like greenhouse flowers to like meat tech and just basic animal and agriculture backgrounds. But that's the ultimate hope for that.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't even know that was a major. So that's really cool. Well, thank you so much for having a little chat with me today.
Thanks for having me.
Seeing you in person. And I wish you the best with your major and everything.
Thanks. I hope to see you soon.
Oh, yeah, for sure. See ya. Thank you. Bye. Well, that was interesting. I learned so much stuff that I didn't know. I didn't know that agriculture education and agriculture, I can't speak, agriculture communications was a thing. That's a lot of a tongue twister there for me. That was super interesting. Excuse if you can hear any sound outside. It's garbage day. They're picking up the trash in the bins. So there's some loud banging. I don't know what you guys can hear, but I can hear it. So next we have Anna Claire Hay. I don't want to pronounce any names wrong. She's from Arkansas. And I'm excited to chat with her. She has the fear of food touching, which is interesting to me because I happen to feel the same way. I don't like my food touching. I feel like it blends the food. My dad would always tell me that it's all going to the same place, meaning our stomachs, so why does it matter? And I was like, well, you still want your food to taste good, and I just like my food separately. If anybody agrees, let me know, because that's just how I feel, okay? But next we have Anna coming on, so I'm just going to wait for her to join. But yeah. If anybody has any like special interests with foods, I want to read the comments and see. Thank you for the person that said they agree, because I agree. But Anna's joining us now.
Hello.
Hey. Hi, how are you?
Okay, I totally agree with your comment because it does not taste the same going down. I've been told my whole entire life that it all goes to the same place. No, it doesn't. I'm very passionate about this.
I feel that. So when and why did your fear of like food touching start?
Okay, so I suffer from brumotactilophobia, which is a very, very fancy way of saying I have the fear of foods touching on my plate. And so I always like to tell people that because it's just kind of funny and they're like, what? They think I'm crazy. But honestly, I've had it my whole entire life. My mom can tell you for as long as she can remember, I hate when my food touches on my plate. And like at dinner, my dad will mix like his corn and his mashed potatoes. And it grosses me out so much. I can barely sit next to him. Like, it's to the point where at home, I have these little plates that have dividers on them, like little kids eat out of. And it saved my life. So I can honestly send you the Amazon link because those plates, if you have brumotactilophobia, let me know because the plates are a saver.
Oh my goodness. Is there anybody else in your family that has like this fear of food touching?
No, it's so weird. It's just me. Like my brother and my dad will just like mix all their food together and I'm like, oh, it grosses me out.
Oh, I can't do it. Like even this year when I first like the only thing I'll do is like put condiments on things. Like
Yes.
I can't just like mix my food together and it just like bothers me. I have to like if anything's saucy, like it has to remain separate.
Yes.
And I'm just like,
oh my gosh. Like juices, I know this is so gross, but like juices, it grosses me out so
I
much.
feel that. So when your food touches on a plate, can you like can you still eat it, or do you have to like? What do you have to do?
So I can still eat it, but I just eat around the parts that aren't touching. Does that make sense? I just like eat the center, but I can still eat it. It's just I don't eat the parts that are touching.
Yeah. So also, I know that you're allergic to nuts.
Yes.
Correct? And so one of your dreams has been to eat the Reese's peanut butter cups.
My whole entire life.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's so sad. Well, so all of my friends are like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And like, my favorite food in the whole entire world is dessert. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of dessert it is. I have a huge sweet tooth. And so they're like, oh, you would love it. Oh, you would love it. And I have been told that the peanut butter in a Reese's tastes different than actual peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've always wanted to try it because I have a huge sweet tooth, and I don't know how often you watch people eat Reese's peanut butter cups, but I do quite often. But everyone eats them differently. Some people eat like the outside first, and then eat the middle, and then some people just like bite into it. I don't know. It's always been a dream of mine.
It's never been something that I really thought into, but now hearing your story, I'm definitely like, huh, wow. Yeah, there's people that can't do that. Is there any other foods that like you want to try that you like can't because of the peanuts in it?
Oh my gosh, those peanut butter crackers.
Oh,
you know the ones that come in the packages? They look good because I love like almond butter on crackers, and so I've always wanted to try those too.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that's so.
And it's kind of funny because like at home, like if we have like jelly in the jar, we have to use a different knife because if you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it contaminates the jelly and it's rough.
Yeah, I bet. I am now thankful that I don't have to switch my knives when I go from jelly to peanut butter. Well, thank you for having this like fun chat with me. I'm glad.
Thank you for having me.
I found someone that agrees with me because it's just like I just don't like it touching.
Yeah. I also agree with your oven pizza discussion. I love oven pizza.
I love oven pizza. Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck. I'm sorry you cannot have peanut butter cups, but hopefully one day they'll come up with an alternative that tastes just as good.
I'm crossing my fingers.
Thank you. I'll talk to you.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh, so glad. Found somebody that agrees with me. I wish Chesley and Zosie were watching because somebody agrees on my oven pizza. Oh, goodness. It gets me going. It's like when I talk about Crocs, but about food. Okay. Well, let me get over that. And I am okay now. Esther, I see you chatting. Okay, I know I have weird food rituals. You know I left my Chef Boyardee. But, yeah. Also, I have to eat dessert last because I'll get too full on dessert and then I won't actually eat my actual dinner. Okay, rant over. Next, we're going to be talking with Samantha. This is the name I'm going to butcher. Samantha Lemay. Lemay? I don't know where the emphasis is. Lemay? Lemay. Okay, but she is Miss New Hampshire Teen USA 2020. And we are going to be talking about local food sourcing. So when she comes on, we're going to be chatting about that. What are people saying? It's okay. I have like 5 oven pizzas in my freezer. Thank you! I at least keep 2 in there. And right now we're at that weird stage in my apartment where there's none because I let my roommate take one before we got a second pizza. So now I have 0 pizzas. And it's sad. like, I need more pizzas, and we just don't have any, because it's like, oh, there's a fuzz. That is like my go-to. Okay, New Hampshire's joining us. End of the pizza rant. Here we go. Hi. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am doing well. I don't know if you're watching the rest of this, but went on a little rant about pizza, but it's over. We're not talking about it anymore. But so I know you're passionate about like local food sourcing. So what made you so passionate about it?
So I love gardening and agriculture. I took a landscaping class in high school. So planting and being outside is my favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And helping the environment and making sure that it's a safe place to live in is something I'm really passionate about.
Do you have like your own garden, like at home or in your community that you plant at?
Yeah, so I planted perennial beds at my town school last year. And usually I have a garden bed at my house, but because of Corona, I haven't had the chance to make one this year, sadly, to get the materials for that.
Yeah, I understand. So what difference does it make when people source food locally?
Yeah, so the first big impact is on our environment, and buying local foods or growing your own food is better for the environment because, think about shipping foods from different states or a different country. So buying food, growing your own food is way better for our environment.
And so what food initiative have you worked on in your area?
Yeah, so last year I planted a perennial bed at my town school, and I got the vegetable gardens prepped for the kids to plant seedlings in. But last year mostly I visited local schools in New Hampshire. I talked to Girl Scout troops, and I talked to them about the importance of growing your own food, and then we grew our own seedlings together. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So this tough question, it's actually not, I'm just joking, but what is your like favorite thing to plant if you have one?
Plant. Well, last year actually, I grew watermelons for the first time, which didn't really work out great because I live in New Hampshire, but they were pretty small. But I think it was exciting to watch something new grow for the first time.
Yeah, for sure. I used to have a little garden, and I tried growing watermelon too. They weren't necessarily edible because they were like so small, but it was definitely fun being able to just like plant at home and see your stuff come to fruition.
Oh.
Yeah, so thank you so much for chatting with me. And yeah, I'm just glad I got to chat with you and learn a little bit more about local food sourcing. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you too.
Thank you. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. That is all the girls we're chatting with today. I love talking about gardening. Although I didn't plant vegetables this year, I planted flowers in front of my apartment, which I loved. If the weather was a little bit nicer where I live, I wish I could have done some vegetables, but I know my mom and my sister planted a flower bed and a vegetable bed, so I'm excited once this is all over to go get some fresh veggies. I see that Misha said something about vegan ice cream. So is vegan, is vegan ice cream ice cream? Well, it depends on if it's actual cream or not, am I right? Okay, I'm getting myself confused, but thank you everyone who watched today, had a little chat, had a little discussion in the comments down below, talking about pizza with me. I love chatting about food. I love food. I love snacking. I like spicy food. But thank you for everyone watching, and I hope that you have and continue to have so many wonderful, beautiful days ahead, and I'll chat with you all later.